Academic weapon weekend revision timetable. This is exactly what you're going to do if you're serious about getting good grades this year. And this is a revision timetable that I used when I was doing my GCSEs and A-levels to get all A stars and almost all grade 9s. So trust me when I tell you that you're going to want to save it for later. And I just want to preface that this is the revision timetable that I used when I had mock exams or I had tests coming up. This is quite a lot of revision for the weekend, so I don't recommend you do this every single week. You will notice that the revision timetable is color-coded. You're going to want to rank your subjects from most to least difficult. So your most difficult being in red. If you're a GCSE, just do this with colors of the rainbow. If you're at A level, make sure you split these into 3. This revision timetable starts at 9 AM on a Saturday morning. Like I said, I don't recommend you do this every single weekend because you quite simply don't need to. And if you do, you will burn yourself out. This is ideally for mock exam season. So starting at 9 AM until 11:15, by the way, make sure you take a break in between all of these blocks, you are going to be doing your hardest subject. So this concept of eating the frog, getting your most difficult task done first. For me, this would definitely be GCSE physics or GCSE chemistry. And don't just sit down at this hour and say, right, I'm going to revise now. You need to have specific actionable tasks that you can complete. You don't just sit down to revise at 9 AM and say, okay, I'm going to revise GCSE chemistry now. Exactly what are you going to do? Are you going to revise electrolysis and then try some practice paper questions from a question pack you found online? It needs to be very specific. So this revision timetable, as you can see, is split into hours with 15-minute breaks. However, you can split up this hour into 2 Pomodoros if you like. So this is 2 25-minute work blocks with a 5-minute break in between each. On Saturday, after your hardest subject, you're going to move on to something slightly easier. The reason that you're doing your hardest subjects more frequently is because you need to spend more time on them. You don't need to allocate an equal amount of time to every single subject. And then I have no doubt in the back of my mind that you can figure out the rest of this revision timetable for yourself. Amber is your second most difficult subject. So that is what you're going to be doing after your little 30-minute break here. You'll do that for an hour and then you'll take a more extensive hour-long break. And I recommend in this hour-long break, take some time off to spend outside. And then after this, you're just going to do 2 more work blocks in the afternoon. So this is 3 until 5:15 with a 15-minute break in the middle. And then you are done. You should be taking time off in the evenings at the weekend because the weekends are a break, even in exam season. If you like this video and you found it helpful, be sure to save it for later and follow for more daily study tips.